What's going on, YouTube? OCD for EDC here. I'm joined by my lovely wife, Molly. Say hello.
Hey.
And what we've got for your face balls today, we've got a little package here that came via DHL. Is that right? DHL? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I know what's in here. If it's what I think it is, we're just about to find out. So we'll see.
Hope it's not that inappropriate stuff
That's
I
sharp.
ordered.
That's sharp, by the way. This is the Z-Max Mule with some sweet 3D printed scales by yours truly. And yeah, really cool. So loving that thing. And yes. These are 3 packages from the Real Steel. Now, all 3 of these, we're gonna spice these things up a little bit. I think I'll probably video. I get a lot of questions, a lot about like kind of how-to videos on how to mod things. So we're gonna take a look at that.
I'm spicy.
Yeah, and we're gonna mod these up, and there we go. Kind of document the process, and then these all 3 are going to go up on the website on sale. This is one of my favorites. This is a new variant of a knife that's been around for a little while, and yeah, really, really cool.
And yeah. Really, really cool.
They are really, really cool. This is one of my favorites. They happen to be... They came with some extra...
I like the color of that.
Some things. It's a little
Lanyard
bead. Came with one of that in there as well. Hey, look at that.
I'll make some earrings.
Make some
No, I
earrings.
will not.
Okay, so that's what we got. So we got some little blue anodized lanyard bead with the little Real Steel logo on them. And then we got some Real Steel patches. So that's cool.
We also have patches on our website.
Yeah, go and check those out. By the way, the new website's up, right?
Yep, she's up, she's rolling, she's taking orders. Get on it.
And you can use credit cards, you can use PayPal, you can do all the things.
You can use Amazon Pay.
Yep, and Apple Pay and Google Pay and all the different ways. So we went to a non-discriminatory place that is just pro small business, which is awesome. So let's get these opened up. See what we're working with here. You ready?
Yeah. Ooh, paperwork.
Got paperwork.
Ooh,
More paperwork.
More paperwork. Ooh, a cloth.
Cleaning cloths. All right, you want to grab one? You ready? You ready? What is it?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, guys. Look, can you do it? Front flipper.
Oh, I don't know.
Front flipper. Oh, look at that.
Hold on. One more time. One more time. Oh. Nope,
All right,
I could not.
Boom, look at that. All right, so these are the Real Steel Rokot, or Rokot, some people say, but it's supposed to be pronounced Rocket. It's R-O-K-O-T. And these are an Ivan Bragnitz design. It's a design that I really love. This is one of my all-time favorite front flippers, and it just makes it so much cooler. So the full black and white, this is like Stormtrooper. We even have black hardware, black pivot, black pocket clip. It's a true deep carry pocket clip. And there's been some weight relieving on the liners in there, as you can see.
But it's weight. Like, I like a hefty thing in my hand. Don't go there, folks. And, like, I like the weight that it's got.
Well, and I mean, it's pretty lightweight for what it is. This is a good sized knife.
It's
But they feel fantastic. You can choke up. You've got a little bit of jimping right here, if you can see that. And it's just an awesome, awesome looking knife. And these things are budget knives, guys. So these are rocking Bowler N690 blade steel, which is really fantastic for this price point. And they're fantastic. I really love these knives. And they have Morse code in the scales.
I was just going to ask, is that one that has Morse code?
Yep. And it's got it down the clip as well. So it's a thumb stud knife, as well as the thumb studs double as the blade stop. And then, of course, it is a front flipper. These are riding on double row ceramic bearings. And they're just an amazing, amazing knife. Absolutely one of my favorites. And I had the original variant, which was just stainless steel liners with black G10 and a satin blade. But this black on white is absolutely gorgeous. And I just think they're so cool. But we are going to do a little mod work on these. And so we'll get into that and show that whole process in this video and see what you guys think of that. So we will get these disassembled and we'll be back with you. All right, guys, so now we've got all of our rockets tore apart here, and we're going to get into dyeing some scales. But I'm going to show the whole process and how I mix the dye and what I do. Some people have different methods. This is what works for me. Real quick, I did want to say there are different types of RIT dye. And so this is the standard type right here. You can see this is RIT dye, RIT brand, royal blue. And this stuff will work for dyeing G10. However, there are some materials that this stuff doesn't want to dye very well. So RIT dye also makes what they call dye more, which you can see here. It says synthetic. For different types of... There's different variations of G10 and different types of polymers and whatnot that this stuff here will dye better and faster than the standard dye. So personally, I've gone to only buying this synthetic stuff just because I've had a few cases come up where this didn't work so well. So just a little FYI. But start up by shaking up your dye, make sure it's mixed well, and you can reuse the dye. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with, generally what I mix up is half of a bottle, and I'll show you here. So make sure you have some paper towels handy, but we're going to pour in about half of this bottle. It feels like about half. You don't have to get real scientific on it. And then we're going to match that with water. So this is just tap water. So we want to make, it's about 50-50 tap water and dye. And then this here is a 1/4 cup of distilled white vinegar. And the vinegar helps to kind of open the pores up on the G10. It does work extremely well. So now we've got red dye with the vinegar and water mixed up, and we can use this multiple times. So Molly made me go and get a new pan.
Because he ruined my pan.
And now she's jelly because I went and got the blue crystals or whatever.
It's the blue diamonds, duh.
The blue diamonds, sorry. Okay, so we're going to take our red dye and we are going to dump it in our pan. Just like this. And now we are going to heat that dye up and bring it to just kind of like a slow boil. In the meantime, we are going to prep our scales while that dye is warming up. So what you want to do, you can see here that I'm wearing gloves, and you want to make sure that you've got all the oil and finger oils and stuff off of the scales. So you want to take a paper towel, and this is just 91% isopropyl alcohol. Move this off to the side. And it actually says 70% there, but it's not. I filled this bottle with 91%
You're a fraud.
rubbing alcohol. I like the bottle.
Yeah.
So I'm just, getting it on the paper towel here, and we're just going to wipe these off and make sure that we get any fingerprints and any oils off of the scales, because that can affect your dye job. Now, I've got a piece of cut vinyl on the inside here, and that location will go undyed. You'll see that when we tear the sticker off, but just putting my mark on the inside. Get the back spacer cleaned up here. Okay, now this here is, I don't remember what gauge this is, but this is just titanium wire. You can buy rolls of this on Amazon, and you just want to, actually, I'm going to start by putting a scale on, and then my back spacer, and then the other scale. And, if you're only doing one piece, it's not a big deal. So hanging them just like this, and you can see our dye is starting to get warmed up here. So with the dye, you will lose a little bit of water, depending on how hard you boil it. Some of your water will evaporate, and so you may have to add a little water to it, but as long as you continue to add a little water, you may have to add a little vinegar as well. You can just kind of tell how strong the vinegar is by smelling it. But it'll last a long time for this type of thing. So the synthetic dyes seem to work a little faster than the standard stuff. And with this white, I don't imagine this is going to take but just a couple of minutes. There's sometimes G10 will dye in 30 seconds, and sometimes it'll take 10 or 15 minutes. It just kind of depends on the type of G10 and the color, that which direction you're going with the color. But this is getting up to temperature here. We'll go ahead and throw them in. So you just want to make sure that they're completely submerged under the dye. And once this starts to boil a little bit, I'll back the heat off to, about halfway, depending on what type of stove you're working with. But on our stove here, I generally go down to like a 6. And you just want to kind of move it around a little bit. Don't let it sit in one spot for too awful long. But you can see that these are already taking the dye pretty good. So we'll kind of check them. We don't want these to be like super dark red. We want to be a pretty nice vibrant red. So keep going here. You can see, I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but it's just kind of like a simmer. Water's bubbling a little bit, but it's not like a
simmer that now.
You just want to bring it to a nice simmer. You don't want like a violent boil.
Yeah, because your wife will get real mad because dye is everywhere.
Yep, that could happen. All right, let me shut this off. I'm gonna bring
Maybe your
this
husband. I don't know who you are.
off the heat real quick, and then I'm just gonna take a paper towel. Like so, and then I'm gonna come over here to the sink.
Exposed. My sink is dirty.
Yeah, the sink's dirty. It's the weekend. What are you gonna do?
This is when I clean the sink. But instead I'm camera ladying.
Yep. All right. Here, I'll take it back over there under the light. Go the other direction.
Whee!
So up against the white here. We'll take these off. There you go. There you go. Red scales for a Real Steel Rokot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to do some more dyeing here, and then we'll come back and show these things assembled and see how well they look.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. All right, guys, we're back in now, and we've got some freshly dyed scales. So here is the red with the backspacer, and no, we're just going to start with this one. And there you can see the logo that I put on the inside. Now, it also lines up with the cutout in the liner. So,
That's pretty cute.
you know, old Dad's thinking.
Sometimes.
Now, like any good man, I build the knives up from the show side scale going upwards, unlike some Neanderthals out there.
Isn't that what you were giving Lefty crap about?
Well, yeah, he couldn't. He was having troubles just getting the thing put together.
Well, he's just special.
He's just special.
He's a special little guy.
All right. So there's that. Okay. So we'll get the backspacer put on here, like so, and that'll kind of hold us together. Now these are the old Rokot is riding on ceramic double row bearings, which is very nice. And we're gonna put just a little bit of lubrication on there, and then we'll place a blade and then another bearing, like so, and then we'll use a little bit of KPL heavy on the detent. Just like that. And then we're going to put the lock side. Oop, I can see already that I need to rotate the pivot here. These are D-shaped pivots, and they go in that orientation. Just like that. And then we'll throw down the other scale here. Now, the Rokot is assembled all with flat blade screws, which, I'd rather see Torx, but it is what it is.
It do be what it be.
Alright. Now, the pocket clip on this is kind of interesting because it actually slides down in a hole. So we are going to, let's see here. We'll set this up for right hand, tip up carry. Yeah. Just like that. And then the final piece of hardware goes through the clip and the whole affair, like so. And you got to kind of fight to get this screw in here a little bit because the clip tries to push it off kilter. But once you get it in there, you are home free. All right, so there is a red and black Real Steel Rokot. We need to tighten up the pivot just a touch. There we go. Oh yeah, she's perfectly centered. Action is wonderful on the ceramic double row bearings. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot one screw.
I was just going to say, what's the other screw for?
Oh, those are extra parts. You just put those off to the side.
Send them to people in the mail.
That's right.
Yeah, we don't need that.
There you go. There's a complete red and black Real Steel Rokot. All right. Now, we dyed a couple others. Hold on just a moment. Let me prepare the hardware for the big reveal here.
The big reveal.
I screwed all the hardware together. I shouldn't have done that. And
yeah, but if you didn't, you would have lost something.
yeah, probably. Okay. Next up, we got... Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so nice.
That's a beautiful
Boom.
blue.
Got OCD for EDC logo on the inside.
And there's backspace.
What blue is this?
Sky blue? Something like that.
I think it's Kentucky Sky, right?
Yep. Kentucky Sky. That's what it was. I don't know where the bottle went, but... 'Tis a Kentucky sky.
Alright, let's get this backspacer on. Like so. We'll get a bearing.
All the dogs are creeping on me. And I looked at them and they all looked away.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
A little oil there. Oop.
Oh. Watch yourself. Why are you looking at the bearings? They have to go a certain way?
Just because I'm anal. No, there's
I see.
there's die tear from when the the bearing cages are punched out, and I'll show you in a moment
Like
why.
you were talking about the washers.
Just
the other
like on the
day.
washers, yes. That was
We were assembling something and he said, no, they go this way.
again. I'm just anal about that kind of stuff, and so I'll explain myself in just a moment when we go to put the last one together here. But if you guys were watching the other day, Molly talked about our new website that is fully functional. But I will say we are having some difficulty, and because of the new website, we have a problem with our email. So if you sent us an email in the last what day?
Couple days. I mean, it's gonna be a total of about 4 days since Thursday afternoon, evening.
Yeah, so we've got a problem. We're not sure exactly how to fix it, and so we're relying on the email provider to take care of it. But they don't have any support on the weekend, so we are just kind of stuck until Monday. So if you're sending us emails, we can. I mean, they're not getting lost or anything, so. We just cannot respond to them right now, so we apologize for any inconvenience. But it just, yeah,
You know, it's what happens when you just a husband and a wife doing some websiting and some emailing, trying to manage it, and you're not a tech guru.
right. So it's just a little bit of an ordeal, but we're getting it. We'll get it squared away as soon as we possibly can. So just be patient with us on the emails. You're not going to get any response from us this weekend just because we can't. But the website is open for orders, which is where you will find these 3 Real Steel Rockets. So if you're interested and would like to pick up one of these rockets, they will be available on the website. Okay. So there's the blue one. Yeah, that thing looks sweet. Mm-hmm. And of course, the double row ceramic bearings, the action is fantastic. All right, next up. Oh, I got to prepare the hardware again.
I thought you had to prepare.
So Molly chose, well, you chose really all the colors, right?
Yeah.
I guess the red was, we were just always going to do a red one. But the next one we've got is a little bit special. Okay.
Designed by the missus herself.
We've got, what was this called? Tropical Teal? Mm-hmm. I think Tropical Teal. Hold on just a moment. Let me get stuff going here. Like that. That. Okay. Boom. And we have a purple backspacer, which I think is going to look super cool on this knife. Okay, so on the edges of the washers, they're not perpendicular to the washers. There's always a little bit of an angle to the dangle. Can you see it? The edges?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can show this on camera. So if you look here, the edge is not perfectly perpendicular. And because the bearings are recessed down in a pocket here, I put the small side down just so the bearings aren't rubbing inside that pocket. If that pocket was milled into the side of the blade, like some are, I would put it the opposite way. So I put the small side. You can see the clearances there are very tight. And so, just making sure that the action is going to be good. So that's why I do that. Make sense?
Yeah. I was just curious.
It's all those little kind of tips and tricks, if you will, that, make a difference. Hello? There it went. All right. Throw the old tropical teal scale down. Okay, now let's get the pocket clip on. Like so. The Rocket is just a fantastic budget knife. And the blade steel, like just everything about this knife is really fantastic. It's one of my favorites. Real Steel has just really kind of nailed the front flipper, you know, with the Metamorph and the Rocket here. They're both just phenomenal front flippers.
Isn't it the designer's name that's in the Morse code?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So Ivan Bragnitz is the designer here, and it's his name that's spelled out in Morse code. You can see the purple backspacer here with the teal scales.
I think it's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 with the black.
Would
I think
recommend.
it looks, yeah, it looks really, really sweet.
I'm
So-
a master color designer.
Now, this knife, again, action is fantastic. Blade centering is perfect. There is a nail nick on the blade that you can get. My
You
fingers
need a
are
nail
little,
first.
right. My fingers are a little fat to get in there. I have done it a couple of times. Maybe. Yeah. Either way, the front flipper part works great. So the nail nick portion, yeah, I just can't get it. There's just not a lot of space in there, but it is possible if you don't have big fat fingers like I do. So there you go. So we've got a purple and teal Real Steel Rocket. We have a red and black Real Steel Rocket, and the Kentucky Sky Blue Real Steel Rocket. Now, when we unboxed these, we did not check the factory edges, but we also have another package. So before we get into checking factory edges, this showed up in my P.O. box today, and I have no idea what it is, but it came from Justin Malone, so it's from White Mountain Knives, and let's see what's in here, because I have no idea what this is.
Might be an email that we can't read right now.
Yeah, that could be as well. All right. Okay, so with armor. I'm not sure who sent this, and I know where it came from, as far as the dealer is concerned, but I don't think Justin just sent it to me for no reason. This is the WAR077BK. You ready? Oh, we got a tool,
Love a good tool.
and we got a with armor. So you got your books and shit, pluck them and file them, a la Slice or Flossie. Okay, so this is the old, the War 077BK
Niner.
So we got, all right, let's take a look. Boom. Oh, this is a Dylan Mallory design. This was the, now I remember, the with armor. I knew I'd heard that. I knew I'd heard that before. So this is the Dylan Mallory design. Yeah, it's cool. It's comfortable in hand. I kind of dig
remember
it.
folks talking about the war, but
Here, you want to check it out?
oh
See what-
no.
Did you fail it?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? There you go.
I'm sorry, everyone. I disappointed you.
So
I let you down.
the reason I remember this is because they put the HRC number right on the blade.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
So D2 steel. All right, so yeah, we'll have to find out why that was sent to me. But anyway, let's get involved here. That one's loaded up, ready to go. So let's see what we're working with here on edges. Yeah, you guys can see that. All right, here we go. Here we go. I just hit that with my hat, huh?
Mm-hmm. Because your head's huge.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, no.
240. 240 on the old width armor. So, not terrible, not phenomenal, but, some under 200 is what we're looking for and hoping for. Let's see where the rockets come in here. Here's the Kentucky Sky Blue rocket. Here we go. And these are an N690. 155 on the first one.
That's pretty cool. Oh, you're going to test them all?
Yeah. Why not? People, if, someone's going to buy the knife, they want to see how sharp they are. Here's the red one. Let's see what we got going here. Here we go. $125 on the red one. The red one is a fat 125. And then the Molly special here, the teal, tropical teal and purple. Here we go. 105.
The sharpest.
105.
What do you know?
Yeah. There you go. So, there you go, guys. Here are the Real Steel Rokots. They are awesome, awesome knives that are front flippers. They are thumb stud. And they're also... oh, hey, look at that. I got it.
Oh,
Finger... nail nick flippers. So 3 different opening methods, and then we also got the old width armor from Dylan Mallory here, little Mallory design knife. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So
I'm digging that.
Yeah, it's comfortable. Mm-hmm. It's nice. There's really a little contouring to the scales, and I'm gonna say, I don't know for sure, but this thing's gonna be pretty budget friendly.
I like the way it feels.
Yeah. It feels good. So,
feels
anyway.
good on my fingers.
And, of course, you got the opening hole there. So, go and check out the website, ocdforedc.com. You can pick yourself up a Real Steel Rokot that is customized by yours truly with our logo inside and colors picked out by Molly. So, there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll catch you next time. We gone.